It's not about career. It's about believing in something. It's about prosperity, and it's about caring and empathizing and wanting to create the best.
You want to be the Lone Ranger or the Cisco Kid? Okay. Is it loaded? Hell no! What do you think I am? Jesus!
Today our journey starts in historic Micanopy, Florida. The property that's behind me is a home where River Phoenix and his family lived.
The Phoenix family farm truly is in the middle of nowhere here in Florida. And if you listen very, very closely, you can hear the cicadas and birds cawing off in the distance. It's peaceful. And the gate to their secluded home, where the family still lives, is gorgeous.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.
You can't see the house from the road because it's way back there, but his family does still live here. In fact, after River's death, October 31st, Halloween night in 1993, a private funeral was held here on the property, and his ashes were scattered beneath a scrub oak tree on the back of the property, just like this one here at the front gate. River Phoenix and his family have lived interesting lives. They lived pretty much all over the world. But whenever River was 18, the family moved here to Florida. River absolutely loved this place. River also had a band called Alekas Attic, and a lot of the photos that you see online of River and Alekas Attic were all taken here on the property. Okay, so the Phoenix family house sits on the edge of a lake. So we decided that we're going to go to the other side of the lake to see if we can see possibly the house or the giant tree that River's ashes are scattered underneath. The drive to the other side of the lake is like driving through some sort of jungle. Some sort of weird creature is over there making noises, and it's kind of freaking me out. Driving over, just had to stop. I mean, look at this. Tell me this is not like some sort of weird backwoods jungle. In Florida, the road isn't even paved. Just out in the middle of nowhere. I really doubt we're going to be able to see anything across the lake, especially with the trees like this. I mean, this is, what, September? So I highly doubt that we're going to be able to see anything from across the lake, especially with how thick all this is. But it's a nice little drive, a nice little family trip for the Grimms. standing on the opposite side of what is known as Tuscaloosa Lake. Straight ahead is approximately where the Phoenix family farm is. Obviously we can't see it. There's no way to get over there. But it's beautiful. I'll let it be known that any time that Jessica and I are traveling and we come across a cemetery, especially a beautiful one like this, we always stop. We always explore. I love you, spooky bride. It's very haunting. It's crazy how nature has reclaimed this entire cemetery, and everything just kind of blends together. It's beautiful though. One of the things Jessica absolutely loves about this cemetery is all the natural moss that's all over the ground. Squish, squish, is it squishy? Okay, so there are good things and bad things that we like or dislike about Florida. One of them being, Jessica and I, we're huge fans of cemeteries, but here in Florida, there's really nothing elaborate when it comes to cemeteries. Statues, monuments, things like that. It's a completely different world.
So we're in the historic downtown area of Micanopy, at the post office, as a matter of fact, where River Phoenix used to come down with his skateboard and his friends. And I thought this was a little kind of adorable piece of history. It's a very old bench. But what I love the most about it is that it says donated by Micanopy Fall Harvest Festival. If that is not grim life, I don't know what is.
For the most part, it's just a post office. I mean, it even looks like a post office. Heck, it even says United States Post Office on it. But it is here, in this parking lot, underneath this tree, where River and his friends would often come and ride their skateboards. You can't really make it out, but in the center of your screen is a giant pile of rubble, which at one point was a playground. I don't think that playground was here whenever River Phoenix was here. But this is the parking lot. Making a quick stop in downtown Gainesville. This building right here used to be the River Phoenix Center for Peace building. At one point on this wall, right about here, you can still see the holes. It used to be a plaque, but all that remains from the River Phoenix Center for Peace building is this plaque right here. That's crazy cool. It sucks. Wish that they were still here. Now, after River's death, his mom started this foundation to help spread peace. It's kind of sad that it is no longer here. In searching out the locations for River Phoenix, we find ourselves here at the Milam funeral home. This is where River's service was before they moved to a private service, well, even more private service, over on the family land. It was held here inside the chapel, and it's also behind this chapel where he was cremated. We're not going to show it, but there was a lot of controversy around the cremation of River Phoenix. This crematorium right here, this is where River Phoenix was cremated. Somebody, a reporter, broke in, took a picture of his body before he was cremated and posted it online. We're not going to show it, as grim as that may be, but this is where it happened. I don't mean to be all dark and spooky. There's no smoke coming out of the smokestacks, but the fan is on. But right there, crazy, right? Darling, wait for me. You know what? I really love going on these spooky adventures with you. So very much. My ghoulish bride. Or what did I call you? Baby ghoul?
Baby ghoul.
Baby ghoul. That is you. Our next location in the world of River Phoenix is not too far from the funeral home that's in about the center of your screen. About a block away, next to this really cool fence in this plaza, straight up this road, are two more River Phoenix spots. Jessica, how come every time I turn around and you're like kneeling down, you're finding bugs?
No, these are snails, but why did they all come here to die?
I don't know. Let me see them. Oh, look at that. Are you going to take them home and add them to your collection?
Yeah. Look, there's another one. Why did all the snails come here to die?
I don't know why all the snails are dying right here on this corner. Boca Fiesta. At one point, it was actually called Hardback Cafe. And to be honest, it was a different building altogether. But right where this building stands, this is where River and his band, Alekas would often perform. This was their stomping grounds.
If I take myself too seriously.
The time that River Phoenix used to come down here, he used to skateboard, hang out with his friends, play with his band, but all this is different. Boca Fiesta, the whole plaza wasn't here at the time.
Just noticed something. Right there is Boca Fiesta, which used to be the Hardback Cafe, but directly across from it, I know it's not for River Phoenix, but there's piano and a musical note. I think it's kind of fitting. We're gonna say that this right here is for River Phoenix and his band, Alekas. Immediately, that moon face caught my eye. It reminds me a lot of Salem. There's a statue very similar to that, to Bewitched in the Witch City. But this building right here, Liquid Ginger, also has some ties to River Phoenix. Kessels?
Kessels?
Kessels,
The
yeah.
Kessel Run.
The Kessel Run, there you
Kessel
go.
Run. Star Wars.
We mentioned earlier that River Phoenix died Halloween night, October 31st, 1993, but he spent his last birthday here in Florida with his family. His favorite restaurant was where that building now stands. It was called Kessel's Coney Island. It was a vegan restaurant that he absolutely loved. So before we leave, I wanted to get a close-up shot, well, better look at this moon art piece. It's pretty bad booty. I mean, check that out.
Is it an evil moon?
I don't know.
He has glowing red eyes.
He does. I wonder if they glow at night. Now that's pretty much it for our River Phoenix locations here in Florida. It was a rather big deal for us to actually complete this one before we move out to California, because when we get out there, one of the very first videos that we're going to be doing is on the death location of River Phoenix, in front of the Viper Room. Did you ever imagine that you'd be visiting the Viper Room in
No.
California, let alone
No.
moving to California?
No.
Jessica, you're looking all 90s, standing in front of our Grimmobile, the Element.
Oh, thank you, sir.
This is what we're driving out to California. It does have a Salt Life sticker on it. That's gonna go. It came when we bought the car. But Jessica, people love your green hair.
I love my green hair.
Absolutely love your green hair. And it glows in the dark. Well, it's phosphorescent. Do you plan on
UV reactive.
UV reactive?
Yeah.
Do you plan on keeping it or going to a different color soon, or what's going on?
Keeping it.
Keeping it for how long?
I might try orange at one point. I don't know. I feel like I've already touched that color though, but I am addicted to the UV reaction dyes, and green, lime green is my favorite right now, neon. So I'm gonna keep it for a long time.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.